fun solar-powered motion light sold by Macupon on Amazon, and I thought we would take a look at it here. I like the slick design of this light. Solar panel on top, of course, very slick. It's got that matte finish on it. I guess reduce the glare some. Underneath, you've got your rows and columns of LEDs behind a plastic, and your motion sensor here is a nice 180 bulb. Now, of course, your house will be over here, whatever you're installing to, so it'll only be affecting this area here. The mode switch I like. It's covered in a rubber, which means it has a nice water resistant piece to it. We'll get into those functions here in a bit. On the back, it's got metal plate with the holes here that you'll be mounting to. Now, it's a little bit difficult to mount, which we'll be getting into here in a bit. They did supply a template to use to get that installed. So I'm going to be covering up the panel here with something to simulate nighttime. That way we can do some tests that you can see here during the daylight hours. The solar panel acts as the sensor to determine whether or not it's daytime or nighttime. So if I cover that up here, it will effectively be nighttime. Let's go through the modes real quick. To turn it on, you have to hold down the mode switch, and that's going to turn it on. Now, you'll see that it's real bright right now. I'm going to hold completely still, and we'll see what it's like to be dim here. It takes about 10 seconds. Okay, you'll see that the lights have gone dim. Now, if I make a movement, it's going to turn on bright again. So your time is approximately 10 seconds. I've tested this a few times to make sure that that holds consistent, and it seems to. Let's move to the next mode, pushing once. This mode will stay on for 10 seconds and then turn the lights completely off when there is no movement. So you'll see here in just a couple seconds it's going to turn off, and as soon as I move, it'll come back on. There you go. So that mode can be convenient if you want your house to be dark most of the time, but only light whenever you or something passes underneath. Let's test out the last mode here. This mode is on all the time, but you'll see the lights are dim. And you'll notice that whenever it receives enough light for sunlight, it will turn off the unit. To get this light installed, you'll need a couple of things. A drill with a drill bit, and also a Phillips head with the 2 stainless steel screws that came with the unit, and also this paper template that will show you where to install the screws. So let's get started. I found the place that I want this light to go, so I'm going to use my paper template here and hold it securely against the wall, and then I'm going to just simply drill holes okay, and I can remove the template and swap out my bit with that Phillips head. Now I'm going to take the 2 stainless steel screws and very carefully put them straight into where I had drilled. Let's see how well we did lining up these screws. Very nice. Now, I personally like mode number 1, so I'm going to hold down the mode button until the light completely turns off, which takes a couple of seconds here. And now I'm just going to push the mode button again and hold it down. Okay, it blinked, so it's come back on, and it's in mode 1. We'll come back later on this evening and give this a test and see how well it works. It's now about an hour after the sun has gone down and the light has come on. Now it's time to test out how well the sensor picks up and also how long the light stays on, which we already know should be around 10 seconds. So right now I am about 30 feet away, and I'm going to start walking toward the light. On that test, it came on when I was about 15 feet away. I'm going to start off about 30 feet away again and walk toward it. Okay, now I'm about 28 feet away, so it's very sensitive. As you can see, the light is quite bright. I would be very comfortable with this over a sidewalk, or in my case, the driveway here. And it produces more than enough light, both in the dim and bright settings, to get out of your car and get to the house. So I'm definitely impressed with that. I have my phone out with stopwatch setting. I'm going to make a movement and let it go off, and then walk away to see how long it stays on. Okay, came on. Now I'm walking out of the range of the sensor. I got somewhere around 13 seconds, so that seems to be fairly consistent with all of my tests. I've been testing this light now for about a week, and it has worked flawlessly. A couple closing thoughts to consider with this cool LED light. Whenever it mounts on a wall, it is a flat mount, so if your siding is tilted up like mine is, the panel is also tilted up. So I had to adjust the screws to angle it back down into the sun. Also, it's winter time, mid-December, which means the sun is very low in the sky, and the panel is only getting glanced by the sun all day long. So, so far it hasn't cut out in the night, but if it's a cloudy day for a couple of days, I kind of expect that the light may go out. Now, I personally like to have the light bright for more than 10 to 15 seconds, but the dim mode on the light is certainly bright enough that you can walk back and forth just outside of the light sensor range and still see okay. So it'd be nice to have it brighter for a while, but at the same time, that dim mode after the light has gone dim is plenty. So not too bad. Thank you for watching. If you would like to pick up one of these lights for your very own, I have a link in the description to the Amazon page. And as always, hit that thumbs up button if you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.